So, much like they changed very drastically from the beginning of the season to the end of the season.
Yes.
Can you just talk a little bit about his
Dolls is such an incredible, multi-layered onion of a person. He's so complex in so many ways, and from the beginning to being extremely stoic, all the way up to him smiling mid-season and laughing profusely with Doc Holliday in the interrogation scene, all the way up to the last season finale when he kissed Winona. And that goes to show that he is a human being, and he has human essence and qualities, because he's not just hard-ass black badge agent. He actually has emotions and connections, and he's able to drop those walls when it's needed. And that was so interesting playing him throughout the entire season, because it gave me something to look forward to, and hopefully the fans as well. And I'm looking forward to, if we get season 2, just to see that journey and attending to his duties with that attraction to Winona now, If he gets out of prison, because I know he's in jail right now. Gotta break him up.
I kind of want to see the track. It's interesting how towards the end of the season, he and Doc really bonded. And Doc's the only person who really kind of knows something's up with him. I'm curious where you think that's going to go.
Yeah, that is interesting, because I think Doc has something on Dolls, And if anybody in the entire series kind of knows what's going on, it's going to be Mr. Doc Holliday. But that's going to be an interesting dynamic within itself, to just find out how they deal with things. And if I could guess, hypothetically, it's no spoilers or anything, I think Doc is going to be onto Dolls a lot quicker than Dolls can expect, in my opinion.
I wanted to ask, what was going through Doll's mind as he drove away from Winona and Purgatory?
Great question. What was going through Doll's mind? I think a lot was going through his mind. A lot. And if I could keep it as simple as possible, I don't think he knew what was going on. And I think he was just taking it one step at a time. And I think that was obviously foreign territory for him, breaking the rules like he did, doing what he did, and understanding the consequences to come. And I think just processing what would happen to him in prison. But also, I can flip it and say that being the master manipulator that Mr. Dolls is, he's probably going, I know what's going on. And he could have planned that. He could have been like, I set this up, and watch what's going to happen next, So he's interesting. It's really, really exciting to see what's going to happen if we get season 2. Not gonna win.
We don't really know too much about Doll's past. Do you have in your own mind kind of an idea of what is driving him and what his background is and what his the truth behind his secret is for yourself?
I think if we do get another season, I think we will explore that. I think that's a question that a lot of individuals want to know. A lot of fans want to understand, who is this Xavier Dolls before he was an agent? Was he married? Did he have kids? Those are some interesting things that I would love to tackle, season 2, understanding how he got into black bags, how did he get to law enforcement, what was his schooling like, what was his childhood like, and understanding why there's something off with him, he's a mutant, some sort of thing. Maybe he was an X-Men, who knows? You know what I mean? Can you imagine if Dolls was an original X-Men?
That'd be an amazing cross.
Pretty impressive cross. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, X-Men people. Brian Singer, hello. Let's make it happen. Hashtag Dolls on X-Men. Just saying.
We got a chance to see Dolls open up throughout the season, and I feel like a lot of it was in part to his partnership with Winona. Like, for you, understanding the character, what made her different? What made it so she, cracked his hard shell? Like,
what? Repeat the question.
So what was so unique about Winona that it opened him up? It made him smile. It made him laugh. Like, what was so different about her or him?
I think it's self-explanatory. I think it's just Winona Earp. You've seen her. The things she does to people is it's hard to articulate. And I think she was definitely a force to be reckoned with when Agent Dolls came into Purgatory, and was like, whoa, like this was something very foreign to him. He tried to obviously play it cool, but he cracked. And I think that's the first time Dolls ever cracked, especially in a partnership, and especially dealing with the task at hand. And that goes to show how amazing Miss Earp is and the things that she can do to people, especially the toughest people like Mr. Agent Xavier Dolls.
So how does Dolls really feel about his deputy marshal?
How does Dolls really
Is he
feel
really in
about
love
it?
with
I don't
her?
think he knows what's going
Yeah.
on. I think he's caught off surprise. He's just like, what the heck's going on? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think he's iZombie creators in the building. And so, yeah, I think he's still figuring it out. I really think he's still figuring it out. I think there's a connection there, but being who he is, he's trying to suppress that. He's like, nope, it has to be business. Remember in episode 2, I don't do relationships, you know, and so he has all these mantras and proverbs and rules that he lives by, and I know it just keeps making him rethink those things. And I think that is the true test for him, and he's just figuring that out as well. It's a very complex process for that guy. I feel sorry for him. There's a lot going on in his head. A lot.
Dolls manages to fluster Winona a lot, like by laughing and not having his shirt on. And how is it playing those scenes with Melanie?
Those are real reactions from Melanie. She wasn't acting. I took my shirt off, and Melanie was really getting like, "Oh, hey, Dolls agent, what are we filming again?" So, you know, right, Mel? Right? Yeah, right. Got it. Clearly I'm a 7 to Mel. You know, public. Anyways, but those are fun moments. Really, we had a good time.
I look like it.
What about a little bit about the Doc and Dolls Fight Club scene?
Good point. We don't talk enough about that, man. I think a lot of the dudes appreciate that. You know, the Doc and Dolls fight
Women
scene.
appreciate it.
Women too. For obvious reasons. The Doc and Dolls fight scene. Oh boy. That's it. A lot of rehearsal, a lot of bandages, and a lot of ice. Okay? A lot of ice. But it was such a great time to shoot something like that. Not only with Tim, but just the background, you know, and the extras that were on set really helped that. And the dynamic of just really fueling, like, it was like a fight club. We were really in the basement. That was real cardboard. And like sometimes we were really getting hit. You know, I had to go to a chiropractor, a masseuse, and I think a psychotherapist that weekend. It was intense.
So I take it you did a lot of that yourselves then?
Yes, no stunt doubles for either Tim or I. You know, and so like we
Really? No stunt doubles?
no stunt doubles.
Wow.
We both did it for real.
That's kind of hardcore.
Yeah, our stunt doubles took the day off. We were like this, okay, you know. I think we had stunt doubles there, but they were dressed up. But yeah.